I'm so excited to share my makeup routine with you guys. This is gonna be a full tutorial of all the makeup that I wear on a daily basis. I'm gonna just walk you through it as I'm putting it on. I'm no makeup artist, but this is just what kind of works for me, and I'm constantly trying new products and new things, but this is something that these products have really worked for me right now, so I'm excited to share them with you. Can you just not? Okay, so first I start out with penciling in my brows. As you can see, I have very thin brows. I'm not sure what happened. It feels like over the last few years they've just gotten thinner and thinner. So maybe once the baby is here, I will get my eyebrows microbladed. But until then, I have been using this Tom Ford eye pencil, and I have found that it works wonders. I love that it has the angled end, so it's really easy to apply, and then it's also got a brush on the other side. Okay, next I move into putting on my foundation. I know some people go straight to doing the rest of their eye makeup, but I like having the foundation to kind of build on. So today I'm using the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is a foundation that I really like, especially if you need a little bit more coverage. And it lasts all day. This is usually what I wear if I'm gonna do photo shoots or have a lot of video content to do throughout the day. This is the foundation that I wear. And then I just apply it with a Bobbi Brown full coverage face brush. So 2 pumps, and then I'll just blend it on my face. Okay, so next I apply my favorite concealer. It is a touch-up pen by Beauty Counter. I love the formula. I love the style, the pen style. I usually do 3 clicks and spread that between both of my eyes, and then I will apply with my finger. Probably should use a beauty blender or something else, but I've just been using my finger, and that's just what works for me. Quickly about the concealer, I actually use a lighter shade than what my foundation is, just because I want it to be more of an under eye brightener instead of for coverage of blemishes. If you have a lot of blemishes that you are trying to cover, then I would probably not recommend the lightest shade. But as you can see, this is with no brightening powder or anything on above the concealer, but it definitely helps brighten up my under eyes and cover up dark circles. Next, I use this contour palette for a few things, but first I'm gonna just use it for to kind of set the concealer under my eyes. So I use this top color that is just gonna help continue to keep my under eyes brightened, but also set the concealer that I just put in. Okay, now I come in and I do my eyeshadow, which this palette is one of my absolute favorites. The color is Beige Brulee by Lancome. And as you can see, it's a really pretty like browns and neutrals. So I just go over my base with the lightest color, and then I'll use some of the other colors to kind of create more of a smoky eye. So I kind of blend this middle with the bottom, and I'll just go back and forth kind of at my crease to add some color. And if I had like a more formal event or something more fancy I was going to, I'd probably make all of this a little bit darker and add like a deeper color for the eye. But just for everyday use, this is what I do. Next up is my absolute favorite eyeliner. I've been wearing this stuff for years and I keep going back to it just because it's so easy to put on. It stays all day, but it's so easy to wash off. It's the Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D, and I use the color Trooper. So it's just an all black liquid liner and it is amazing. I just apply the liner to my top lid. Sometimes it looks like I have liner on my bottom, but that's mostly just like how close I get with the mascara, which I'll show you guys how I do that. So I really only apply liner to the top of my lid and leave the bottom completely open unless I am, you know, trying to put a little bit more makeup on for an event. So this is the part where I'll look back at my eyebrows, and if I got any concealer or foundation on them and I just kind of need to like add a little bit more, I'll go back through right now and just make sure that they are still looking good. Next, I've got my loose setting powder. It's a mattifying powder from Beauty Counter. It comes in this great little dish. This stuff is amazing. This is what I feel like keeps my skin from not getting super oily throughout the day, because I do have really oily skin. So this kind of just like sets everything that I've done already. And then I'll add my bronzer and blush and highlighter to kind of finish everything off. Back to this contour kit, I use a bronzer brush with this bottom color. And sometimes if I feel like my neck is maybe a little bit lighter, or if I'm putting all this makeup on and it's not really gonna blend, I'll kind of bring the bronzer just a little bit down on my neck and kind of just blend it all in. I like to add my blush. Right now I'm really into the Urban Decay X-Rated. It's this really pretty pink blush. And I just dab a few brushes on it and just do it like right on the apples of my cheeks. The last powder that I use is this Becca Highlighter. The color is Opal. It's a really pretty, just like light shimmer that I'll just kind of add to my cheekbone and a little bit to my nose. I've got this highlight brush, and all of these brushes, they come in a set, which I will have linked below with the rose gold detail. So you can get the link for all of those below. But I just put a little bit on the top and just kind of rub right under my eye. and then a little on my nose. And if I ever feel like I've gotten too much on, then I'll just use my powder brush and just kind of like blot it down a little bit if I need to. So I use a few different mascaras and kind of combine them. The one that I continue to always go back to is this L'Oreal Luminous, their original. It's a really good formula. I feel like it just, whenever I try other mascaras, I end up liking them, but this is the one that I always go back to. So I put this one on first for volume, and then I go to the Bad Girl Bang by Benefit. This one really helps with the length. These are two different brush styles too, so I like to do the volume first and then add on the length. And then I use a different mascara for my bottom lashes, which is this CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. I honestly don't know why I started doing that, but this is just something that's been working for me for the last few years, and I really like this one on the bottom. This is what the brush looks like for the Bad Girl Bang. It's just a little, it helps with the lengthening. So you can see I've already got some good volume. This will also help with volume, but add a little bit of length too. So that's for the top lashes. And then I will take the CoverGirl, which this is what the brush looks like, and I'll just dust over the bottom. Sometimes I leave the bottom undone, sometimes I put this on. It just really depends. I'll show you guys, if you kind of like rub the bottom lashes, it'll kind of create a line along where lashes are coming out that looks like eyeliner. So that's what the bottom eyeliner effect that you might be seeing. That's what that looks like. So you can see the difference, how it just kind of completes it, but it does look like there is some liner right along the waterline. That's a wrap. Thank you for stopping by and watching my makeup tutorial. If you have any questions about the products I use, please let me know below. Everything will be linked. And then if you have any requests for upcoming videos, I would love to know what those are as well. And then don't forget to subscribe to my channel below. Thanks.